What if I told you Google's new AI systems can now see everything? Google has recently revealed a series of major steps forward in artificial intelligence, signaling a moment that many people have been anticipating.
So Google now announcing the next generation of its large language model, Gemini 2.0, what it's calling the next era of models built for the agentic era. An experimental version called Gemini Flash, that'll be available today to all users, along with new features that include reasoning capability and advances in multimodality, all meant to get us closer to that next leg of this AI race.
Over the last few years, we've seen AI models excel at generating text, creating images from prompts, and performing tasks that once seemed out of reach. Now, Google is introducing something far more advanced. A system that doesn't just respond to information, it understands and interacts with multiple types of content at once. At the center of these developments is Google's new AI model, Gemini 2.0. Unlike earlier generations that were limited to text or single-purpose tasks, Gemini 2.0 expands what AI can comprehend, integrating text, images, audio, video, and even code. The goal is to create an AI built for what Google calls the agentic era, where models don't just passively provide information, they assist, anticipate, and adapt to what users need, sometimes taking action on their behalf. This new model's capacity to reason is especially notable. Instead of relying on pattern matching alone,
models. Gemini 2.0 Flash Experimental. Multimodal models like Gemini 1.5 take text, images, audio, and video as inputs, but Gemini 2.0 Flash also has the ability to generate responses including
Gemini 2.0 can tackle complex math, programming, and physics problems. It's designed to look at an issue, consider multiple steps, and then respond with a solution that's more insightful than a simple fact lookup. This could mean, for example, that when given a challenging technical question, Gemini won't just produce a generic response. It can methodically work through the problem, show its reasoning, and arrive at an answer that feels closer to consulting a well-informed expert. Another key advancement is Gemini's multimodal understanding. Previous models often excelled in one domain. A language model handled text. A vision model understood images. Gemini 2.0 brings these capabilities together. It can read a document, look at a related chart, listen to a short audio clip, and then combine all that information into a nuanced conclusion. Instead of bouncing from one specialized tool to another, the user can rely on a single AI that understands multiple formats at once. For anyone who juggles written reports, presentations, interviews, and spreadsheets, this could streamline how we research, plan, and make decisions. Crucially, Gemini 2.0 is built to use tools directly. Earlier AIs responded to prompts with text and hoped the user would take action. Gemini 2.0, however, can work with Google Search, Lens, and Maps on its own. If you ask it for the best route to a destination, it might combine traffic data, map details, and user reviews, then offer a solution without you having to open multiple apps.
Google Maps is finally entering its Gemini era. Coming to Google Maps, you'll soon be able to ask a pretty specific query within the search bar of Google Maps itself for specific recommendations on things to do. You can be pretty granular with it.
If you need more information, it can follow up by conducting its own searches. Over time, this more proactive approach could reduce repetitive tasks. Instead of switching context, you might let the AI handle the details, helping you move forward more efficiently. Google has also introduced new tools and features that show where this technology is headed. One example is Whisk, a creative AI tool that can blend images you upload into combined visuals. No text prompts required. If you give it a few photos, it can produce a new image that merges elements in a natural way. For designers, marketers, or anyone working with visual content, this offers a shortcut to creating material that used to take hours or days. Another new feature is Deep Research, part of Gemini Advanced. It's designed to act like a research assistant that goes beyond returning a handful of links. Instead, it explores complex topics, pulls together detailed information, and compiles useful reports. This can help you quickly understand unfamiliar subjects, outline a project, or gather insights. Instead of scanning through countless pages, you can trust the AI to assemble the core points so you can make informed decisions faster. Beyond research and creative content, Google is experimenting with Project Astra, a new AI assistant for Android.
Welcome back.
Hello, Hannah.
Let's start at the beginning then. What is Project Astra?
Project Astra is a team and a project and a prototype aiming to build an AI assistant with eyes, ears, and a voice that's co-present with you. So it is with you in any place you are. So either through smart glasses or your phone or your computer. It can see what you're doing. It can talk to you about it.
Like a little assistant that sits on your shoulder.
Yeah, like a little parrot on your shoulder that's hanging out with you and talking to you about the world.
This isn't just a chatbot that responds with text. Astra aims to handle voice, images, and context from your environment, recognizing objects or scenes and using that understanding to guide your experience. It can integrate with Google's apps and remember what's been discussed for up to 10 minutes, maintaining a more natural flow. Need to identify a landmark, translate a sign, or navigate a busy city street. Astra may become a single tool that responds to different inputs, helping you stay focused on what you're doing rather than managing multiple apps and queries. These experiments extend into various areas. Gemini 2.0 Flash, an initial release, is now accessible to developers and trusted testers through AI Studio and Vertex AI. This early access allows developers to shape how the model is used and refined. Gemini's capabilities will likely appear in more Google products soon. Integration into everyday tools such as Google Workspace could help professionals summarize documents, organize data, and even generate presentations more effectively. AI overviews in Google Search could also become more robust, assisting with complex queries by pulling from multiple sources. Instead of offering a list of links, the AI might distill the most useful details, highlight key points, and present a more complete answer. For billions of users searching online, this could shift how we find information. It's about reducing friction, getting to what matters without wading through irrelevant results. Additionally, Google plans on developing future versions of Gemini. The company has hinted at a pro version that could arrive as soon as January 2025, potentially offering even more refined reasoning and broader capabilities. With time, more model sizes and configurations might be introduced, tailoring Gemini's power to different use cases. Smaller models might help individual developers build specialized apps, while larger models could handle bigger workloads for research institutions or enterprises. In parallel, various other projects show how Google is pushing boundaries. There's Mariner, an agent built on Gemini that can browse the web for users, helping with online research tasks. Jules, a coding assistant, integrates Gemini's reasoning to produce code or offer suggestions, possibly speeding up software development. In gaming, a Gemini-based assistant could provide players with insights or tips. For video creators or educators, Veo, a video generation model, might open new possibilities for producing content. An updated Imagen 3 model refines image generation, making visual outputs more accurate and appealing. For professionals in fields like design, marketing, engineering, or research, the ability to feed multiple types of data, text, images, code, into a single system might streamline workflows. Imagine a scenario where you upload a technical report, a product image, and a short audio briefing from a colleague. Gemini 2.0 could combine these sources to summarize key insights, point out inconsistencies, or recommend next steps. Instead of dealing with each format separately, you get a unified understanding in one place. One example of practical integration could be AI overviews in Google Search. When people ask complex questions, the AI could analyze various types of data, articles, videos, forums, and provide a consolidated answer. Instead of spending time comparing sources, users get a more direct response, enabling them to act sooner. Since this approach can benefit large numbers of users, it represents a small but meaningful shift in how we seek knowledge online. Integrating Gemini into Google Workspace tools could also improve productivity. In a shared document, for example, you could highlight a confusing paragraph and ask the AI to clarify its meaning using data from linked spreadsheets and images in the same folder. This kind of cross-referencing was once manual, but now the AI can manage it quickly, guiding you to clearer conclusions with less back and forth. Project Astra, that experimental AI assistant for Android devices, can leverage Gemini's capabilities to serve as a universal help system, responding through text, speech, and even visual recognition. Imagine walking through a busy market, raising your phone's camera to an unfamiliar fruit and having the assistant identify it, offer nutritional facts, and recommend recipes. This kind of contextual assistance could make technology feel less like a set of apps and more like a single, versatile tool. Other experiments include Mariner, an agent that can handle web browsing on your behalf, and Jules, the coding assistant that uses Gemini's reasoning to suggest more reliable code solutions. For gamers, a Gemini-based assistant might improve in-game support, whether by explaining strategies or suggesting resources. For content creators, VO could help generate video assets, and Imagen 3 could refine image generation to be more realistic and helpful. While these technologies are still evolving, the direction is clear. Google envisions AI as a fundamental layer across its products, making them more adaptable and responsive. The idea is not just to deliver answers or generate images, it's to create experiences that match the complexity of real life. When the AI can draw on multiple formats, text, images, audio, video, its insights feel more natural and relevant. As these systems mature, they may become standard tools we rely on daily, much as we rely on search engines and online maps now. If Gemini 2.0 can reduce the friction of interacting with technology, making it easier to find answers, complete tasks, or gain insight, then it may quickly become essential. Professionals might spend less time on tedious research and more time making informed decisions. Individuals could navigate information more smoothly, solving problems that once required considerable effort. Google's recent announcements make it clear that this is a turning point. Although we are still exploring how best to apply these capabilities, it's evident that AI's role is expanding from a specialized helper to a multi-skilled partner. As Gemini 2.0 and related technologies roll out, we'll likely see subtle shifts first, then broader transformations, as more developers build on these foundations and more users experience AI that can see, listen, reason, and act. The result could be a more fluid interaction with information, enabling us to focus on what matters most in our work and personal lives, guided by an AI that helps us handle complexity with greater ease. Subscribe for more.